Alright, welcome to a new series on the channel. This is different from the alternative history of in future of the world. I'm gonna talk about that real quickly. The series is not living up to my what I wanted it to be. I do not. I haven't liked the series for a couple of months. It's like July, sometime in July. I haven't. I don't. I think my last posted video was like 2-3 weeks ago on it. We were supposed to be up into like episode 23 at this point. So I don't know. Somewhere high, maybe high 17. No, more than that. I missed a lot of weeks. Probably would be in the 20s for that episode. But for that series has been dying down. Um, and I am no longer going to be making videos on it. It's not what I like. It's I thought it would be fun. I mean, it was fun for a time, but it got boring at the end. So I'm ending that series abruptly. I honestly I don't really know how. I knew how it would end. How it would have ended was I think it was to do with something like something to do with an maybe an alien attack or human interference, most likely nuclear bombs. Because nuclear bombs would have still been made after Cold War 2. Maybe that's debatable on the series. It was Russia and Germany at that time. They most likely would have. I will say both of those countries survived the Cold War, but they neither of them would win it. But I'm not going to go over on that. What I will go over is the new series. Now, I mean, I'm saying this as like I'm not gonna get this series. I've been wanting to do for a long while, and I'm just gonna get straight up into it. But the alternative history and future of the series of the world is it's done. It's done and dusted. I've been thinking of ending it for a couple of weeks now. I don't like. I didn't like the series. It's not what I wanted from it. It's not new good. I didn't want to make videos on it. So anyway, we're gonna get to this map. Now, what is the series? It's going to be what if civilization restarted, and that should be colored into gray. Now, I'll get into what the gray means in a minute. But basically, civilization is restarting from ground zero, so it's gonna go from early civilization, so Mesopotamia, Europe. I'm gonna do it a little bit differently because Ada's Pro does this. A Norwegian does it. Another YouTube channel that does it. I haven't really watched this series, but he's like episode 100 now. But I'm gonna do it differently on how they did because I did watch a couple of their videos. I watched all of Ada's Pro, but let's just get in on it. We are going to be starting with the red team. Uh, Basically, it's gonna start right in the center of Mesopotamia. It is gonna start like this, and so what's the gray mean? It is unexplored land. The gray is unexplored land. So basically, this red team has only been in the red team. They That kind of looks like a hurt if you look at it sideways, but we won't in a couple minutes. They have not been in any of this gray part. They have only been in this red zone, and stuff like this is going to be explored land where it's not been taken by any nation. Now, this is going to expand. Now, another thing in the series, um, I'm not going to be naming these countries. Maybe a couple I'll name. Maybe they'll be important to the series, but I will not be naming them calling them by what their color is. So basically, so this is red. It's the red team. So the red team. So let's just get straight up into this. So we have one civilization in Mesopotamia over in we're gonna do over here. We're going to have a blue team showing up. So I guess this is a Montenegrin area, but Montenegro doesn't exist. And then we are going to have one over in Asia, and this is going to be the yellow team. So it's gonna go right here. So these groups do not know of each other's existence. These are three different countries that well, they don't know each other. And the yellow team and the red team might not know each other's existence for a couple episodes because they are very far away. But this way we can have different groups of countries in very fast. So it's gonna help with coloring the map in. Let's go over to the blue team and what land they are going to discover. They are going to move up on the Asiatic coast. Well, not them, but the settlements. Well, not settlements either. Scouts, I guess they would be. They're going to move up into the Adriatic and kind of stick to the coast area before they actually start and move into this land over here. Over in the Middle East, we have the red team doing more fixed expanding, and they're going to reach the Persian Gulf. I'm pretty sure that's called the Persian Gulf, and if it's not, then I'm stupid. They now reach the Caspian Sea, and now they will actually move to the Persian Gulf and take a lot of modern day Kuwait and just kind of hug the land they don't actually know. So now let's go over to the yellow team. These guys are gonna mostly chill. They're going to mostly chill due to them being far away from the other two, but they don't. Well, then again, they don't know about the red team and the blue team, so they're gonna. These guys are gonna be just moving around over here, and that's not really much. I mean, they have set up for success, and they have very good land over in India. They can go over. They can go up to China. They can go down to Southeast Asia. Like they have options. Just don't go up here because there's a lot of mountains. If I can show, a lot of mountains around right around here. A lot of mountains there. Don't want to go over them. Don't want to go over to them. So the red team will continue sending scouts down, and they will kind of do like a straight line over to here. And now they have reached the Mediterranean. Oh God, they reached the Mediterranean Sea, and boat technology does not exist yet. Even the simple kind, they don't exist. So they will go down the coast, and they will reach modern day Suez Canal. And they're going to kind of stick. They're gonna set these guys are kind of coast dwellers. So they're gonna move around here. So the red team will now start to expand, and the red team is going to expand a lot. They're going to move all the way over here, and they're going to connect with them pretty perfectly. And go down over here, and we have Monday Suez now be taken over by the red team. Now Suez now doesn't exist. They're just not advancing into Africa any further because they don't see the land as important. So, but they will keep sending scouts up into northern Syria and Iraq. And they'll send scouts down to Monday, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, and other places. But this is a lot of desert, so this won't be explored that fast. Over in Europe, we have the blue team. Well, alright. So here's the thing with the blue team. One portion of it wants to go north, the other portion wants to go south into whatever land they think is down here, because they think that they don't know about this land, so they think the land looks it follows this border, something like this. They think it goes over here, around like this, and the land goes over here, and then kind of cuts like over here. So and then eventually it's kind of like this. This is what they think is down here. Now this is very wrong. They think that they're on an island, but that is very wrong. But they want to go and prove them right. But the upper section does not want to do so. What would happen? Well, a dual empire moment will happen, and the northern part will split away. And this is not a peaceful split. This is a violent split. So the blue team immediately goes down after this and be like, "Oh, I'm wrong." So they explored the Greek peninsula, and they're like, "Oh, we were wrong." The green team laughs at them, and not to say that this is gonna be the first war in the series, but it definitely could spiral into one because they hate each other. But either way, the blue team will go down and expand into modern day Albania in Greece before stopping around here. The green team will just keep going north. And they will go north very efficiently. And actually will take all of this land before sending scouts over to go over here. And they will find not San Marino. They will find a peninsula. They're like, cool, we'll go over there eventually. So that's all over here. Now we're gonna go back to the yellow team. Yellow team is they kind of have the same envisions of the blue team had, but it's a lot different. Honestly, I'm not gonna draw on the map because I'm just not gonna do that. So, but they will go when we get the right tool. They decide not to go over there. They think that's bad land, and they will go down here until they hit around here, and they will just move around, and they will just kind of chill. They don't really have any expansion policies, so they're just gonna sit here. The red team, on the other hand, have other ideas. They will start to expand rapidly. Definitely not that size. They will start to expand rapidly into newly discovered areas, and they will ramp up sightseeing, and they avoid the desert because nobody wants to go there, and they will kind of go around this, and they're like, okay, cool, that's a peninsula right there. Over in Turkey, though, they will expand and find another peninsula. So all of Western Turkey is discovered. This country now has boat technology, but the boat technology is kind of bad, and they can't reach Cyprus. They can get like halfway there. So I guess we can now do sea exploration, because that is something also I will be doing. They will find not much. This is the sea that they can travel, but it really isn't much, and this is the only part they will explore for now, because shortest distance they can make is just like that. So the red team will start to immediately expand into the area up here, and basically, I don't want to say colonize, but take it over. The green team is going to keep doing what it was doing before, and they'll keep expanding north. So all this, and they will slither around the area over here. And the green team is basically becoming, well, I mean, the red. If we're obviously the red team's the strongest nation, but then we have the green team, and then the blue team, and then the yellow team. So let's go for the blue team. The blue team, annoyed at the green team for splitting away, will keep going south. And something's gonna happen on the border of these two countries. Now, what happens on the border is very weird. It's more of like settlers from both of these nations kind of go over and say this land is new land. So the green team basically sends a couple people and says that this area right here is new, quote unquote, new land. The blue team's like, what do you want about? That's my land. They're like, no, it's new land. And the blue team does this. The blue team invades the green team spot, and this is the first war of the series. The blue team, the original nation, versus the green team. And I just previously said that the lime team was the second strongest nation. So the green team will push back into blue team territory, taking the previously taken land. But the blue team is going to snap right back. But eventually they land over here, and yeah, that's gonna be the first war. Now, there's no peace treaties right now due to the world being probably like 5 years old. So no peace treaty is whatever. So for now and a long time upcoming, whatever land you get, in like whatever land you're occupying in the war is the land you get at the end. Is that what you get at the end of the war? So the blue team, very mad about this. They will just cut the green team off completely, and then they will do this. So um these are the first nations that actually hate each other in the series. Only makes sense because the green team went away from the. Well, actually, you can technically say the green team is the successor because they wanted to go north, these guys wanted to go south, so they splitted. You can kind of say that. It's kind of up to your interpretation. Is the blue team the successor? Is the green team the successor? The original country was blue, but the green team uh went away. So it's up. It's really kind of up to you. Uh, we will have more exploration over here, and eventually we have all of this being discovered, and the blue team was like, "Damn, we were wrong, a lot wrong." So the blue team will quickly go and snatch up the land over here, and the green team will try to do the same, but they will immediately get cut off. And be like, and they're like, now they're gonna be like, hey, you wanted to go north, go north. Why are you going south? And the green team's like, fine, we'll go north then. So they will keep. So now they will expand into the since go into the Italian peninsula, and they will move down. Eventually, the boot of Italy is almost discovered. It's like halfway there. Now let's go back to the red team. The red team is advancing very fast for its time. Now that's not saying much. They still they probably still have wooden spears and stuff like that, but so it's not saying much. But they will keep finding new land in the Middle East. They will go over here, but once they get up to here, they start dying due to cold, and they stop. Now we have a group of people from the red team kind of defect. They aren't happy with the red team's government, and they will go north, and they will defect. Not very north at all. We're gonna give them this kind of color right here. So they will plant themselves right on the map, right around here. These guys are kind of not really expansionist either. These guys kind of just want to stick to Turkey. Like the red team, they're expansionists. Like they're actually. Let's go for what they expanded. They will go complete up here, and they will go down here. Eventually, not getting any more land due to deserts not being fun. They will actually kind of go around here, but honestly, not really much. They would then go over here, and that's it really. And these guys have vote technology as well because they defected here. So let's go over what they're able to explore with the boats. So the pink team is going to expand its boat, put its boats in the water, and there's an issue with the boat. One boat steers off course. It will go. We'll actually make this pretty smaller. This boat will go off course and get lost. Right there. Uh, there will be rescue searches for this boat. The first rescue search of the time, but there is no one. These guys are not found, and they go missing. So they go missing, and they are presumed uh dead. They're presumed dead. The yellow team will actually start expanding. There won't be much, but they'll start expanding and just going down the coast, and they will keep exploring over here because according to them, this land is apparently good land, good luck land. So we will see how that goes. I mean, they're making it. Be honest, like they would have a much bigger success here, but according to them, this is bad land. So, I mean, it's yellow team. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 nations on the map. So that's it's not bad. Eventually this whole nation, the whole map will be filled. But let's go back over to Africa, where the red team starts going into Monday, Egypt, and just going around the coast, not far from the country. And they did now make their boat technology better, so they will get closer. Actually, no. What does they discover? They discover um Cyprus, but they don't actually do anything with it. They will put their boats here to explore the water. For mainly, they're mainly doing this for fish. in the Mediterranean. So that's what they're doing. Going back to Europe, because this is kind of where everything's going down right now. These guys still hate each other, and we actually have another nation popping up. This nation is people from the blue team, but also pink team. They the people from the pink team don't like they don't like either. They don't like the red team or the pink team. So they just what they do is they will just go up here and meet these guys coming from over here. And these guys are like, yo, where are you guys from? They say they're from over here. They're like, there's land over there? Because we only know land over here. So, this is the first time where uh, people from here and here talk. I don't know if they probably won't speak the same language. I don't know what languages are a thing at this point. But, okay. They will. But essentially make their own country right here, and no one really knows about it because these people are kind of like let us do our own thing. So let's have them send their explorers over here, and the blue team is going to do its normal thing and start expanding more. And the blue team will actually do something that will get under the green team's skin. They will do this. They don't know right now, but as the green team starts to go down, they're made up as they basically cut them off immediately, and they're like, "What are you doing on this on the Italian peninsula? Is it called the Italian peninsula in this world? Probably not, but I'm going to refer to it as its real name." They're like, "Oh, we're just getting some land." They're like, "Give it to me now." They're like, "No." They're like, "Fine." Oh, more coast. We don't want this anyway. That land sucks. That's basically what that's what happened to them. So let's go over to Iranian, well, the Persian area. The red team will send the red team will send their explorers out to find more land. So they do, and they just kind of stick to the coast once again. So essentially, it's gonna be around like this. Now, the yellow team once again is going to expand literally just about the coast. And they will take actually all of this. So, not much is happening in Asia. Eventually, it will spiral up, but we're just kind of focusing up on Europe and the Middle East right now because that's where everything's going. The pink team will start to expand over here. And they will just kind of expand more until the red team gobbles everything up. The red team, being the land hungry um, country that they are, will just expand very rapidly. The tax laws is probably going crazy right now, and they will gobble everything up here up. And the pink team's like, okay, whatever. Cool. Well, we'll just expand into Russia, modern day Russia, and that's what they do. Now, this group here that apparently that are presumed dead, miraculously they actually live and they're not dead. They're presumed dead, but they actually went something like this, and they found another piece of land up here. Now, how did their boats get here when they can only go a distance around like this? It was basically the wind carrying them there before the boat eventually started having issues around like right there, and then they were like, okay, abandon ship, swim to the coast so they can see the coast. That's so their ship is gone, and we'll be coloring this nation a tealish color right around here. It's going to be the smallest nation because there's not a lot of people over here. They also found Crimea due to the gap that was like. Though to say that they were able to do this, but the teal team is the smallest nation on the map, and honestly, they won't be doing too much. This episode is probably gonna be over soon. We're gonna finish it off with over here with the Italian peninsula getting basically explored at this point. The green team will go over here and basically explore the rest of it. But besides for this, and they will colonize a lot of it. Basically, all the northern area they'll colonize. It's not really colonizing, but it's taking control of land nobody else has. Now, there's another thing I should bring up before I end the video. Um, in real life, the land that didn't have countries in it had tribes. So there like for example, there was the Germanic tribes up in Germany. These tribes don't exist in this scenario. In this scenario, the tribes don't exist, and in the gray area, there's nobody. Where now there can be tribes like in the gray area, in in the like whitish area, but in the gray area, uh nobody is there. But for like here, there could be tribes. In fact, there probably is a couple tribes trying to make a nation down here, but it's not very. There's not many of them, and the military of these countries would very easily be able to slap them around if they ever needed to. Now, there's gonna be one last thing I do in this episode, and that is capitals. Capitals of these nations are going to matter in during wars. So the red team's capital will be right there. The pink team's capital is going to be right there. The orange team's capital will be right here. The blue team lost their capital due to the green team, but their capital will be put right there. Um, basically making them Albanian, I guess. They're more of Greek than Albanian, but it's alright. The green team will have the capital right there, and now it's just the yellow team. Now the yellow team, if I try putting this down, that is extremely hard to see. It's right there, but you guys probably can't see that. So for the yellow countries, I'm just gonna make the yellow darker. So there's capital right there. That's the thing that's gonna suck about yellow countries. They are going to. It's gonna be different. The country's capital will be different in color, but that's true to me. Like, if you don't, you won't be able to see the color with yellow because the country's capitals are yellow. But that is going to do it for part one of What If Civilization Restarted. Um, this series won't become um alternative history in Future of the World. I hope. I hope I keep going, and I think I will because I can just right now I can just kind of go into this series and hit the record button and just fill in the map. Because I'm basically basically history is being written right now. I don't have to go over history from the last series. About the last series, I might make one last video purposely ending the series, and it might just be a nuclear war. But that's if I decide to go back to it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'll probably just leave it at episode like what 11, due to me not wanting to edit any videos for that series and not wanting to record it. This series though, I've been wanting to do for so long, and it's gonna be a good series. I hopefully won't let this die. So that's gonna be this video. I don't know when this video's gonna be out. I'm recording this on July 16th, Wednesday. And when this will be out, I don't know. We'll figure that out eventually. It probably within like a half a week or 2 weeks, something like that. But that's the this video. Uh, see you guys.